Hello everybody and welcome to Rigs of Rod's semi-realistic point series. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as we take it back to Pontiac, Michigan on the Golden Days Tour. We had a short break a week ago for the Monster Jam World Finals over the July 4th weekend, but we're back at it and it's time for some Dubby freestyle action. Don't forget, Rorsrps is a sign-up series and you don't even need the game to get in on the action. Always check the comments under these freestyle videos to see what trucks are available for sign-ups after the show and leave your name and Instagram if you have one to lock in your truck for the season. It is one truck per person though, so choose wisely. And one last thing before we get started, Rorsrps trading cards feature every truck and driver featured this season in randomized packs of 7. You can check them out and get your hands on them at rorsrps.com, and when you get 4 packs or more, you get 25% off your order. Whether you're searching for your favorites, looking for limited editions, finding your own, or collecting them all, we got them only at rorsrps.com. Now, let's find ourselves a Dubby freestyle champion, starting with a look at our lineup for the freestyle competition. Kicking us off, it's Triton Robbins in Crazy Train, followed by Marcelo Alvarez picking back up in Fever. Then we got Corey Fisher making his debut behind the wheel of Goldberg, and Ryan Holman in Utter Madness. Then we got Trevor Phillips in the Liberator, followed by Madusa. Camden Murphy, our racing runner-up tonight in Classroom Crusher, and finishing off the first half, it's Giovanna in Megalodon Fire. Kicking off the second half, it's Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus, followed by Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger, Devin Barber in Avenger. Then we got Armando Castro in El Toro Loco rocking that concept Stars and Stripes body. Then we got Dawson Rayas in Shake Me, Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Then it's Matthew Hood in Bulldozer, our racing champion tonight. And finally, it's Trevor Goldberg in Max D with the top spot right now. But here comes our first driver of the night, Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, blowing the horn at all the fans here in the Silver Dome. We have resurrected it for tonight's show, and these drivers are going to show out to throw down for the history of the Silver Dome. And here is our first one of the night. The thing about this track is it's not very diverse. It is a 2004 recreation, a track replica. So we'll see what happens tonight as we get started with a brand new move on an old school track. We got a stoppie right into a moonwalk here over the little tough truck obstacles. And look at this, right over the van stack. It's hard to believe that these jumps were the big ones back in the day, but yes, they were. And we'll see how these new school drivers take on this old school track here in just a little bit as we keep moving throughout the night. A nice little leap there, again, off of that little tough truck obstacle. Getting it done here in the freestyle competition. He is past those first 30 seconds, so Triton Robbins will be getting a score at the end of this run. If you don't know, if you don't make it past those first 30 seconds, you get a 0 not only for your freestyle score, but for freestyle season points. So you end the night with just what you made in racing. And if you didn't do too well, like in the case of Triton Robbins here in Crazy Train, you won't do too well in the overall standings. You need to break the top 8 here tonight if you want to keep things moving as a Tryouts Tour competitor. Triton Robbins, Crazy Train, one of those Tryouts Tour competitors, so he needs to break that top 8 if he wants a third show, is what you need to be hearing there. We are past the halfway point of this run though, so it's working out well for Triton Robbins right now. He's having a solid run. He does need to up the wow factor a little bit. Look at those slap wheelie there. I'm sure by the end of the night things will definitely turn up. The bar will be raised, because when we saw a very scarce and barren track in Toronto just a couple weeks ago, getting that truck stopped there. Nice ragged edge wheelie down the track from Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Look at this. Nice save off the nose. When we saw a very barren, very non-diverse track in Toronto just 2 weeks ago, these drivers went big to compensate for that. Look at this save from Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. What a way to cap off this run. Triton Robbins with a full clock and an insane save pulls a 7.5 to open the night. A not too uncommon score, especially for an opening run in the freestyle competition. We got to start somewhere, and Triton Robbins pulls out an incredible save and gets us started with that 7.5. One last look at Crazy Train. Coming out next, Marcelo Alvarez, the high jump leader so far this season from what we saw in Atlanta in Fever. This Monster Energy sponsored truck teammate to Trackhawk. We'll see what happens here tonight. 2 minutes on the clock as he goes over that set of cars with a nice bit of air there. A nice sky wheelie and a slap wheelie on the backside of it to keep it running. Look at this combo. Definitely not an insanely tough combo to get, but something that can upset the truck, and it does not happen here for Marcelo. Look at him controlling that truck beautifully up on those front 2 tires. Getting close to these first 30 seconds. It looks like he will be getting a score by the end of the run. Yes, as he passes that 30-second mark and keeps things running. Sliding around. Oh, I thought he was going to be the first one to take on the motorhome, but no. Goes right around it, keeping things running, looking for his next move here. Look at the bicycle into the back corner. Saves it and gets set up on the other side for a second too. That was beautiful. And again, it just goes to show you these new school trucks, these new school moves are, the old school tracks are no match for them, man. These drivers can pull out of any situation that might have gotten these trucks in trouble in the past. We'll see how the rest of the night goes here as Fever gets past that halfway point and looks for some more wow moments to grab the top spot from Triton Robbins in Krazy Train. Throwing that truck into some donuts, something we haven't seen yet tonight. Just about 30 seconds left on the clock as he settles the truck down there. Nearly goes over, but keeping things running. He's going to go for a stoppie once again here on this white car side of the racing lane. Sets it down and tries to get a combo, I think. No telling for sure, but it definitely didn't work out in his favor. Trying to get the truck popped up on the rear end, if that's what he was trying to do. A big leap there, a cross thread over the van stack, and he goes over with a save. Gets it back on all 4 BKTs. Definitely a momentum save there. Not much, no offense, but not much skill involved in that one. Definitely lucky. And that's only going to be a 7.15, so it does not top Triton Robbins in Krazy Train. Even with the bicycle, the saves, does not top Krazy Train. Interesting. Coming out next, Corey Fisher in Goldberg, going big there over that racing lane, backsideing it with some nice air. Corey Fisher making his driving debut behind the wheel of Goldberg. Tom Mintz was behind the wheel last show in Atlanta. Corey Fisher grabs it with his sign up, so when his card comes out for Goldberg, Corey Fisher will be getting credit for all of the points earned for this truck. That's the perk you get signing up for Rorsrps. Look at the leap here over that right racing lane once again, getting air out here tonight, and he does pass those first 30 seconds as well as he throws it into some donuts right there by the entrance of the track here. Corey Fisher gonna blow right through the motorhome with some air too. Oh my goodness. No fear in his eyes tonight. Corey Fisher looking for a freestyle championship. Goldberg, I believe, was second place in Atlanta in the freestyle competition. He wants to follow in Tom Mintz's footsteps, as do a lot of drivers. Massive leap there. Oh my goodness. Look at the air out here tonight from Corey Fisher. He has passed those the first half of this run too, so not much time left to fill on that clock. We'll see just how well he does it here in just a little bit as he throws it into some more donuts. Got the momentum on his side, I'll tell you that. He is hit to hit here, one of the fastest trucks around the track, and getting air to go with it. He's down to those final 30 seconds. Look at the sidewall save here. Bad bounce, sets him on his roof with 22 seconds still on the clock. Down goes Corey Fisher early here in the freestyle competition. He went out early in racing too, so I got a feeling the points will not be on his side. It's only a 5.4 here in the freestyle competition tonight. Ryan Holman coming out next in utter madness. 2 minutes on the clock. Look at the combo right up that center hill. Oh my goodness. That is definitely, or was definitely, an intimidating jump back in the day. Definitely sketchy. And Ryan Holman comes right out and airs it out big time with an insane combo there. This Utter Madness truck came up as a finalist in racing last show. Made it to the semifinals tonight. In freestyle, though, not many accolades behind him. He wants to change that here in the Silverdome tonight. Pontiac, Michigan on their feet for what they're seeing from Ryan Holman right now. Nice slap wheelie there off the backside of the blue racing lane. He's going for the van stack with some absolutely massive air. Oh my goodness, and a slap wheelie to follow it up. And that's what I'm talking about, man. These drivers, to make up for the lack of steep obstacles, big obstacles, they're going to go every which way, cross-threading it, looking for save here for Ryan Holman, and he pulls it off. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. They are going to go big to make up for the lack of big in the obstacles here tonight as he goes over. Trying to reverse, trying to make some contact there. It does not work. Down goes Ryan Holman with 36 seconds still on the clock. What are we looking at for a score of 4.33? So even lower than Corey Fisher in Goldberg. An unfortunate break there for Ryan Holman. And we are on a downtrend tonight. It's been downhill since the first truck of the night. Unfortunately, we'll see if that changes here with Trevor Phillips in the Liberator. Hitting the track with his Stars and Stripes paint job. 2 minutes on the clock as he completely clears that center hill. Nicely done. What is next for Trevor Phillips? He had one of the highest scoring runs of the night in Atlanta 2 weeks ago. Let's see what happens here in Pontiac, Michigan as he goes into some donuts in the back corner. Flag waving. Looking for some more. What's next? Nice bit of air off of the tough truck ramp there. And the first 30 seconds are complete too, so he will be getting a score for this run. What kind of score? We will find out very, very soon. Look at the slap wheelie there. Comboed up onto the nose from the roller. Beautifully done, and he's gonna walk it right back into the van stack. Lets the truck settle there, I guess, man. Took a big hit, but he's right back over it with the reverse move, keeping this run going. We are just now getting to the halfway point of this run. What is next for Trevor Phillips? A nice leap there over that white racing lane. Uh-oh. Going through the motorhome. Some more air here tonight in Pontiac, Michigan. Blowing right through it. Getting close to these final 30 seconds of this freestyle run. He has had a great one so far. We need a little bit more wow factor if he wants to take the top spot. Can he bring it for the fans here in Pontiac, Michigan? He goes over. Save it, save it. On the sidewalls, pops it down, sets it up on the other side and sets it down. That might just do it. Look at this, over. Save it. Oh no. He still has 12 seconds on the clock. That might affect his score, and it does. A 6.8. We still have no new leader. Triton, Robbins, and Krazy Train still holding the lead with a 7.5. That might be the strongest 7.5 we've seen all season. Madusa coming out next, looking for her first Dubby Freestyle Championship of the season. Can she grab it here tonight at the Silverdome? 2 minutes on the clock. Look at the sky wheelie over the racing lane. Looking for that slap wheelie. Beautifully done. What is next for Madusa? The run has only just begun here tonight. Pop it up on the nose, or try to. Kind of gets in a rough spot there. Manages to settle the truck down, though. Keep things running. Going for the van stack. Looking for the slap wheelie once again, and she gets it. But she has to set it down before that motorhome. Blows right through it once again. A lot less power this time because she's heading right for those dumpsters. You don't want to touch those. We have sort of a 3 strikes and you're out policy here. You don't want to run into the walls. We will shut you off. Dumpsters, typically similar. Either way, though, 3 hits and you will be shut off. Your run will be complete at that point. Look at this bicycle a little bit from Madusa as we get down to the halfway point of this run. We got another one here. Interesting combo there, going from the sidewalls to the back two tires. She is all over the place, and she sets it down with a great save right on the edge of the track there. Oh my goodness, 45 seconds left on the clock. Here, a big sky wheelie from Madusa. She is all about the wheelies tonight, and those classic moves, those classic textbook moves, really complement this classic track, man. 30 seconds left on the clock here for Madusa. She gets a little ragged edge jump across that center hill. It's a perfect little transfer there and keeps things moving. What's next? Oh my goodness, look at the cross thread from, oh man. Madusa is going big here in these final few seconds. 10 seconds left on the clock, and she goes for some donuts. Uh-oh. Little cross thread there on the launch ramp. And that is just about gonna do it. Full clock here for Madusa. What's her score? A 7.7. We do have a new freestyle leader. It's not by much, but it is a new leader. Madusa taking the lead with a 7.7. Look at this move. An absolutely massive sky wheelie sends her back onto the roof. Madusa, one more time here in Pontiac, Michigan. A beautiful run for Madusa tonight, grabbing that freestyle lead. Coming out next, our racing runner-up tonight, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, taking to the track a brand new truck. Taking on an old school track. This is going to be interesting. Camden Murphy, definitely no slouch in the racing competition. We'll see how he does here in freestyle. He took the freestyle win in Atlanta. He wants to do it again here tonight. Minutes on the clock as he goes right for the motorhome, getting a bit of air there, and it kicks him up on that racing lane. Little bit of a butt kicker there, but he sets the truck down, manages to keep it controlled. Definitely could have gotten into a rough situation there with the way that truck took that bounce. Camden Murphy looking for freestyle championship number 2 here tonight. Taking on the backside of that blue lane once again, and he's gonna combo it right up with the van stack. Getting it done with ease here tonight. 30 seconds down, a score will be coming in as he looks for the combo up the center. Big bounce and a great slap wheelie on the landing. Beautifully done from Camden Murphy. Definitely looking for something unique, something to set him apart from the other drivers that have come out so far tonight, and that just might be it. But you're still going to need to go big. You're still going to need that wow factor as he gets hiked up on a bicycle. As I say that, looking for a bicycle up and over that center hill. Oh, nicely done. And he throws it back on the rear tires, looking for a save, and he nails it. We might be looking at freestyle championship number 2 for Camden Murphy, man. Trying to spin that truck around, keep that truck on the track. Uh-oh. We got an insane cross thread here over the van stack. Beautifully done. Not much air, but he gets over it with ease here tonight. Oh, little side-to-side action here from Camden Murphy right on that out-of-bounds line. And he throws it down on all 4 BKT tires, keeping this run going. Less than 20 seconds on the clock here for Camden Murphy. Classroom Crusher might just have a lead at this point, man. Looking for one more move. He's going to go right up that racing lane with some more big air down the track. Camden Murphy setting the truck down off of the sidewalls. Let's see his score here. Classroom Crusher closing out with an 8.25, a new leader in the freestyle competition by a good margin too. An 8.25, not necessarily an easy score to beat with a more diverse track, let's say that. Giovanna Hayes, Megalodon Fire, coming out next onto the track, looking for her first freestyle championship of the season. She's a one-time world racing champion here on Rorsrps. World Finals 1, she took the racing championship for the season. We'll see what happens here tonight for Giovanna as she throws it into some donuts to get the run started. 2 minutes on the clock. Something unique, man. That's sometimes all it takes. Just one thing to set you apart. I don't know if it's going to be donuts at the beginning of the run, that's going to give her the freestyle win, but nonetheless, uniqueness is a big plus for these freestyle runs. Got 16 trucks in the field. It can get repetitive. Something different, a big wow moment, can definitely set you apart from the rest of the drivers out here. First 30 seconds are complete as well. Those donuts took a big chunk of time off there, so that is great. We'll see what happens throughout the rest of this run as she's finally at the point where she can earn a score here. Settling that truck down, trying to stay away from those dumpsters. That 3-strike you're out rule, kind of new. It was always kind of implied, but this season, starting about the halfway point, I guess, we are going to make that vocal an official rule here. Look at this. Beautiful moonwalk from Giovanna Hayes, and down she goes. They shut her off there. She was getting a little close, and some property damage as well as just some damage to the stage there. Kind of put her down early. 3.5, the lowest score of the night so far. Giovanna Hayes in trouble for sure here tonight at the Silverdome. But that's going to do it for the first half. If you're enjoying freestyle tonight, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know with the comment down below. We got new shows every Saturday. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram as well for some extra content. Check us out on RORSRPS.com, our official website, and check out our RORSRPS trading cards. If you are named as an official driver this season, you have trading cards. Classroom Crusher in the lead right now with that 8.25, Madusa and Krazy Train close out the podium there in the bottom spot. Megalodon, unfortunately, Utter Madness right above her, and Goldberg not too far off. Those are our lowest scores of the night so far. Coming out next, though, looking to do something different, not end up down there. Colt Stevens, ThunderROARus. Colt gonna come out here after fixing the truck after that insane front end getting ripped out in the World Finals. He's gonna pop it up on the nose and start off his 2 minutes with a great skills move here with the moonwalk and a combo up onto the rear end too, trying to keep it going there, kind of riding on that racing lane to get it to get it settled down. What is next for Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus? Gonna go right up that center pad. Oh, with another stoppie there, just walking it out, a nose wheelie, I guess you could say. First 30 seconds are complete as he goes up and over that small jump for the tough trucks. Coming around to that racing lane, looking for some more air. Colt Stevens getting some air into those BKT tires tonight. We'll see if he can do better here in freestyle than he did in racing. Went down in round 1 thanks to a 5-second penalty clipping one of the turning poles. Unfortunately, all you got to do is fill the clock and you'll end up in decent standing at the very least. Coming around looking for his next move. He's past the halfway point of this run. He's going to combo up that center hill with a big sky wheelie there. I thought he was going to give it more gas. I thought he was going to try and attempt a forward momentum backflip there, but that's a little... Oh my goodness! Save it. Go, go, go! Off the sidewalls, around and around, and sets it down on all 4 BKTs with 30 seconds left on the clock. Oh my goodness. Talk about a wow moment here tonight in Pontiac, Michigan. Colt Stevens turning up with that move, man. Stuffs it right into that racing lane. Uh-oh. It looks like he broke the front end here tonight, too. It looks like, yeah, you can see the front wheels pointing 2 different directions. Hitting that set of cars. Oh my goodness. Save it. Go, go, go. He fills the clock. What are we looking at for a score here for Colt Stevens? Tonight an 8.5. Another new freestyle leader. Colt Stevens. ThunderROARus with a broken truck. But it is all worth it with an insane score. Josh Tonkin, son of a digger, coming out next, looking to top it. An 8.5 is going to be tough to beat on a good day, man. 2 minutes on the clock. Big air for Josh Tonkin and son of a digger. Josh is not happy with the season that's been happening so far. He is struggling with this son of a digger truck, and it is hard to believe with his Season 2 performance, a tour championship on the biggest and baddest tour, as well as a racing championship and a fastest qualifier spot. It's unfortunate, man, and you don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. The fans don't want to see it. Josh Tonkin does not want it to be happening, but unfortunately, sometimes it is just not your season, and he is running into gremlins, it seems. Looking for a big sky wheelie there over the motorhome at that. Nicely done, and keeping this run going. He is getting to the halfway point of this run. Oh my goodness, landing right on top of that motorhome. And he kind of gets himself in an awkward spot there. Does tag the dumpster, but if they see he's getting stopped, he doesn't have much speed behind him, so they let him continue. Nice. Beautiful popper up onto the nose, and he walks it back with a combo up onto the rear end. Beautifully done from Josh Tonkin, showcasing his skill with this truck, a one-time World Two-Wheel Skills Champion. He wants to follow that up this season with another nomination. If you don't know, our two-wheel skills competition is all fan voted. He's in trouble here. Go. Oh, no. Still looking for a save, but that is going to do it with 23 seconds still on the clock. Unfortunately, another short run, another low score, a 5.07 for Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger. Unfortunately, man. What I was getting at, the two-wheel skills is fan voted. All participants are voted into the competition by the fans. So stick around to the end of the season. If you want your voice heard, check us out on Instagram, RORSRPS on Instagram. Devin Barber in Avenger coming out onto the track next, looking for a Dubby Freestyle Championship. I believe this will be his second this season. Can he do it here in Pontiac, Michigan? Let's find out. 2 minutes on the clock as he goes right for the van stack with some big air. Oh, uh-oh. Save it. Nice. Flattens that left front, but it does pop back out. So he is good to go. Nice combo there. A little bit of a sky wheelie through the center. Devin Barber, the Avenger truck, had an insane first season. Ended up our World Finals 1 Freestyle champion. Season 2 rolls around, a solid season from Devin Barber in Avenger, but he comes out on top once again in the World Freestyle Championship. Look at this, a beautiful popper up onto the nose there, a momentum stop. He throws it in reverse to get more angle, and he sets it back down. Beautifully done. He wants more championships throughout the season, man. He's had solid performance every season, including this season, but he's not getting the championships he wants. He does have one so far this season from San Antonio. He wants to follow that up with another one here tonight. Look at this. An awkward bounce, goes over and ends up on top of the motorhome on all 4 BKT tires. Keeping it running here tonight. Backside the racing lane with a nice little slap wheelie on the end of it. Devin Barber is our very own Mr. Excitement. We do have some drivers that go big, but Devin Barber throws his hat in the ring every single time, even if he goes down early just like that. 32 seconds still on the clock. Unfortunately, what are we looking at for a score? A 5 flat. That one hurts. But, I mean, hey, man, a solid effort, a great run up until that point. 5, not the worst score in the world. He's not in the bottom. So we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the night. Armando Castro bringing out the concept version of this El Toro Loco Stars and Stripes truck. We saw it do well in the last chance qualifier at World Finals 24. Let's see him do well here tonight. Big leap to kick off the run off the backside of that racing lane. 2 minutes on the clock for Armando Castro. There's another big leap there. A nice little cross thread over the van stack. He's getting close to these first 30 seconds already. If he can fill them, he will be getting a score at the end of his run. Looking for that center hill to close out these first 30. Beautifully done. Clearing it there, just riding those back 2 tires down the downside of that center hill. And that is going to get us past those first 30 seconds. Looking for a stoppie. Oh, no. Doesn't quite work out, and he's trying to get it up on the back tires as well. It doesn't work out there either. Struggling to get those skills moves here for Armando Castro, but we still have a minute left to go. We are down to the halfway point of this run. Time to throw in some wow moments, some big moves to up that score. Interesting hit there, hitting both the racing lane and that center hill. Van stack time for Armando. Castro looking for a slap wheel. He can't quite get it. Once again, he's struggling with the skills move here in Pontiac, Michigan tonight. Uh-oh. Nice combo. Nicely done. Getting that truck settled down. Definitely could have ended up in a rough spot, but he gets it settled. Like I said, working it tonight. Oh my goodness. Ragged edge down the track. Save it. Oh no. Another short run here in Pontiac, Michigan. These fans getting a short show here in freestyle. It's going to be a 5.10. So that tops Devin Barber in Avenger. I'm assuming it's due to the clock, not the run, because I feel Avenger had a better run overall compared to Armando. More successful moves throughout the run. Dawson Rayas in Shake Me hitting the track next, though. Looking for his first Dubby Freestyle Championship of the season. 2 minutes on the clock, going big here. Nicely done up the center with some air, launching down the track. Gonna go for the combo here, stuffs it right into that van stack, pops it up, gets some nice big air up and over it, and keeps this run going to that racing lane with some more nice air. Dawson, a one-time tour champion, looking to do it again this season. He is a little bit behind in the points overall. Look at this. Beautiful popper up onto the nose there. And he's walking it back as well, man. Oh, nice one wheel, setting it up for a second there. Dawson representing T-Ray, man, burning it down out here on the track tonight in Pontiac, Michigan. He just might do it if he can keep this energy up throughout the rest of the run. A minute left on the clock. A lot of time to fill going big like that. Again, looking for that cross threads combo, and he nails it. Uh-oh. Racing lane, blue lane, going for it with some big air, man. Wow. The amount of air and distance he is getting on these smaller hits, huge. And look at the donuts from Dawson. He is excited. He knows he's doing well out here, man. Stomping right through the motorhome and keeping it going. 20 seconds left on the clock. What is next for Dawson Rayas? How do you close out a run like this? Oh my goodness. A rough roll. They do shut him off there. And down goes the clock. And down goes Shake Me. Oh my goodness. A 7.8. So I believe that's third place right now. Dawson Rayas closing out his run a little bit early, but still ending up on the podium for now. And the reason I say for now is because we have some heavy hitters closing out the night. Shane Lake in Gravedigger with this brand new grandma scheme on that thing, coming out to burn it down. We saw grandma as well at the World Finals 24. We'll see what happens here tonight for Shane Lake, representing that truck and that paint scheme. 2 minutes on the clock. Nice leap up the backside of that racing lane. Shane has fallen short of a freestyle championship every show so far, and he wants to put that to an end tonight. He's been a racing champion once before. When it comes to freestyle, he's just falling short, and it's not because he's not showing out here on the track. The competition is so tough this season. It is just so hard to get up to the top spot. We'll see if he can grab that top spot out here tonight in Pontiac, Michigan, letting that truck get a little ragged edge there, trying to get it down on all fours though, and he is past those first 30 seconds. So with a big sky wheelie, he will be getting a score at the end of the night. And they let him continue even though he touched the stage. I bet they're assuming since the damage is done, they're just going to let it keep going. A minute left on the clock here for Shane Lake in Gravedigger. Nice hit there. Getting real ragged edge down the track, and it ends up back on all four BKT tires. Really turning up the speed, and the energy from Shane Lake is top tier right now. But we need that wow moment to really solidify you up at the top We saw it from ThunderROARus. We saw it from Krazy Train. We need it from Shane Lake if he wants that top spot. Oh my goodness, look at the cross thread. Just as I asked for it, he delivers with 30 seconds left on the clock. What is next? Oh my goodness. Over with an insane save over the nose. Shane Lake in Gravedigger. 15 seconds left on the clock. Just about enough time for one huge final move. A big cross thread there, a hard side slap, and keeping it going. Right through the motorhome. He's going nuts now. And that is going to fill the clock. What are we looking at for a score here? An 8.15. So he just falls short of the lead, but he does grab second place. Shane Lake in Gravedigger with second place tonight, an 8.15. But there's still 2 trucks left on the field. Who will come out on top by the end of it? Coming out next, our Dubby Racing champion, Matthew Hood in Bulldozer. The only truck in the field capable of pulling off a Dubby double down tonight. And I say that every show, but we haven't gotten a double down yet this season. In season 1, they were pretty common. Season 2, they were semi-regular, I guess you could say. I mean, you could expect it. This season, we have not gotten one yet, but look at these moves from Matthew Hood. Oh my goodness, in reverse too. Matthew Hood starts out the night, starts out his run with one of the most insane skills moves of the night. Big leap there over the van stack. And we are past those first 30 seconds, so a score will be coming in for that absolutely insane move. Look at the cross thread here, following in Shane Lake's footsteps. Swinging it way out of bounds there. Surprised they didn't shut him off, but we are still moving. Matthew Hood, a minute left on the clock here tonight. A great start to this run, but you got to keep that energy up. You got to follow it up with some moves that are in lockstep with that if you want to grab the top spot, especially with an 8.15 on the board. Look at the air. Oh my goodness. That van stack has given us some of the biggest air of the night, and there is another thing that I am confused they didn't shut him off. I guess it's because he's trying to get out of there. He's actively on his way out, but yeah, 30 seconds still on the clock here for Matthew Hood, and he is turning up, man. He's cutting it close to the wall, you know. Oh no, nail it, go, 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 in reverse again. Oh my goodness, Matthew Hood letting his simmer out here tonight in Pontiac, Michigan. Look at the bicycle here. And up on the nose, trying to keep it going. Can't quite, but nonetheless, we are moving. And down on all fours to close out the run. An 8.85, a new leader, as Matthew Hood looks for one more save to close out his run. Oh my goodness. And down he goes. That is not going to be a save, unfortunately, but what a run. And we do have a new freestyle leader, an 8.85. Matthew Hood, Bulldozer. One truck away from our first W double down of the season. Can he get it, is the question. Trevor Goldberg, Max D. One truck to try and close out the night without a double down winner. Can he do it, is the question. Will Trevor Goldberg get his first freestyle win of the season by knocking out Matthew Hood and Bulldozer? Let's find out. He's having an energetic start so far. Here's another one. He gets sent sideways off of the van stack and an awkward bounce, but an insane save off the sidewalls. Another one here in Pontiac tonight. 30 seconds down. A score will be coming in. The energy and the wow factor coming off of the first 30 seconds in these past two runs is insane. It is such a sketchy situation to be getting set up on the sidewalls within those first 30 seconds, because if you go down you are done with a 0. You are risking your entire freestyle performance on those first 30 seconds, and both of the past 2 trucks have done just that and come out successful. Trevor Goldberg burning it down right now as he looks for a combo here through that center hill. And a beautiful momentum stoppie, popping it up on the nose. And a moonwalk as well. Trevor Goldberg coming for that top spot, but we need more wow moments. That was beautiful. Great skill. Great showcase of skill out here on the track so far, but we need big moments, something that will blow our minds if we're gonna see him take the top spot from our current leader in the running for a Dubby double down. A little bit of a ragged edge cross thread there through that center hill. He comes around for the motorhome with some big air. Talk about ragged edge, man. A big hit on the sidewalls, and he is still running, and that is gonna fill the clock with an 8.18, so he does not take the lead. Matthew Hood in Bulldozer is your first Dubby Double Down champion of the season and your freestyle champion here tonight in Pontiac, Michigan. Look at Trevor Goldberg going nuts out here after the run is over. Oh my goodness, what a night of competition here in Pontiac, Michigan. There's one last look at that 20th anniversary Max D, representing the 14-time world champion, Trevor Goldberg, Max D. Look at the leaderboard here, man. Bulldozer with an 8.85, ThunderROARus with an 8.5, and Classroom Crusher with that 8.25 in the podium. Max D in 4th, Gravedigger 5th here with 8.15, Shake Me, Madusa, and Krazy Train 7.8, 7.7, and 7.5. Close fight there in the 7s. Fever with a 7.15, the Liberator with 6.8, Goldberg 5.4, and El Toro Loco with a 5.10, Son of a Digger with that 5.07, Avenger with a 5 flat, and Utter Madness with a 4.33, Megalodon in that bottom spot with a 3.5. Now though, let's get a look at our season points earnings for tonight only as we take a look at our top 8 and figure out which of the top 8 are moving back to the tryouts tour next weekend. In the top spot for tonight's points earnings, it's Bulldozer with that Dubby double down, 41 points for the night alone. Classroom Crusher with 26 points, Max D with 20, and ThunderROARus with 19. Both Bulldozer and Classroom Crusher will be back next week. The Liberator will be back next weekend with 14 points. Madusa 13, Gravedigger 13, and Shake Me with 12. So again, Bulldozer, Classroom Crusher, and the Liberator will be back next weekend. And Classroom Crusher and the Liberator are both still up for grabs. So if you want to sign up and drive the Liberator or Classroom Crusher for the rest of the season, leave a comment down below with your name and Instagram. If you have one, you can get your hands on it, but that is your truck all season. No switching, no adding trucks to your roster. That is your truck all season long, win, lose, or draw. Check the comments down below. Nonetheless, if you enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know with a comment down below. Check us out on Instagram for early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. And of course, check us out on RORSRPS.com for all of our stuff, but mainly for our RORSRPS Season 3 trading cards. Again, guys, 4 packs or more gets 25% off automatically. No promo code needed. Check us out, RORSRPS.com. Also, check out our channel partner, Dubby Energy, for some clean, jitterless energy powders. They have delicious energy powders, but if you're not into caffeine or you can't do caffeine, they have hydration blends as well. Pineberry Splash is a great one. Absolutely delicious. Check them out, guys. Again, Dubby.gg on the internet. Clean, jitterless energy, no sugar, no artificial dye, no filler, no calories, just pure deliciousness and hydration or energy. If you're into that, all jitter free. Thank you guys so much one more time for tuning in to this week's episode. Next week, we'll be back in Atlanta once again, but this time it's Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'll see you there.